Coach, but you lost momentum going into halftime with Banks' fumble. Tell me how that affected you at halftime.
Well, it kind of affected. At the time, of course, it was a negative play, but our defense turned around and made it into a positive play by the way they responded. And I think that led us into the second half. It gave us a lot to talk about, some positive things and some things that we need to build on. But, you know, as I was mentioning before, Banks had some heavy things on his mind, and we wanted to get him through this. This is why you have a team. You know, you got one side of the ball that's not playing particularly well, so someone else has to rise up and make a play. And our special teams rose to the occasion, our defense rose to the occasion, and our offense rose to the occasion. When we had the opportunities to make plays, we made those plays. And, you know, so we come out in the second half. Here, our band did a great job. It was a super long halftime. I think it was one of the longest I've ever been associated with.
35 minutes, somewhere around
except for the Super Bowl. 35-minute long halftime. We had our band out there. They looked great. They performed absolutely wonderfully.
Outstanding show, Coach.
And, you know, we didn't get a chance, but our families told us about them, how they were doing. And it was a great, absolutely great event. You ain't to worry about the weather. The weather was listed as indoors. Perfect. So you didn't have to worry about it. It was a beautiful facility. So we come back out in the second half. We get the ball back offensively. And, you know, we go through our little talks and everything. And we come right back out, get some positive yards. But we don't get enough to keep us from giving up the football. Here, we ran a little play action pass. We weren't able to get them open. And so now we have to end up punting. But once again, you can see they're inside their 20. Now you can see our guys responding well to the little G play they ran with the fullback, and also the option. Here they run a little play action pass. We get them to the ground. And once again now, what we needed to be able to do was get the lead. So we get the little play action pass going here. Here, we were one block away from breaking it. That was a free safety coming over and making the play.
You can tell Tony thought he had something there.
Well, he did. And so here we go on fourth down. I believe this was fourth down. We pick up the first down. Once again, we had to punt and put us back there. Once again, our defense has a great field position to work with. Now you see the option, see the angles that we have now. Our angles and our assignments are crystal clear. Here, this was an absolutely great call. Coach Martin saw it. He made the call. Marquise Clyde blocked the kick, and Larry Lumpkin recovered it for the touchdown. So you talk about a trifecta for the linebacker.
Momentum change big time.
There's absolutely momentum change, but our three linebackers made. The linebacker coach, our two linebackers got out there and made a big play for us. So that was a huge momentum changer for us. So now we have to go out and go for it on go for the two-point conversion here. We ran a little naked. Kevin was able to squeak it in, and now we're tied up. As much as they've been dominating us, we snatched momentum right back, and so now the ball game is tied up. Now we got them where we want them, because as crazy as this sounds, now their play action pass don't mean as much. Now they have to respond. Now we can put pressure on them, and everything they do now, they got to do it to perfection. So we got a fumble recovery there. They called it not. So
come back and get a real fumble
recovery. The very
recovery.
next play, we get one that they have to count. And so now our defense, again, is playing extremely well. We play smart enough football where we get it down and get a chance to kick a field goal. We keep ourselves in field goal range. And Jeremy comes in and makes an absolutely tremendous kick for us. I think this one here went for 46 yards. We thought it went for 47. We start the fourth quarter, we're actually tied. And here he goes for the 46-yarder. He just inks it in there. And now we're up by 3. And after all is said and done, absolutely, after all is said and done, now we're up by 3. And now they have to respond a little under pressure. And so now our defense, once again, is playing their best football, and they got to go out there and try to get
big time push by the defensive line.
We know we got a 4-man rush, and everybody's in and around him. He has absolutely nowhere to go. Once again, you can see Jeremy Maddox just really, really putting a lot of pressure on him. Brian Christian recovers the fumble, and once again, we're back in business. We get a short field at work where we go into our bag of tricks. We thought we had a play, but they were a very, very well-disciplined defense, pursued extremely well. Here, we thought we had another chance for it. We don't do a good job of reading downfield, don't make a good decision, so we end up taking a 2-yard loss here. And so we get no points out of that one. Once again, they start the option, but again, look at the angles. We're there. Our angles are much better than what they were before. We were running around blocks, And when you do that, you're not a Simon Sound here. We do a great job of tipping it. A fool gets the interception. He shows his fullback days and gets us down inside the 10. And now we got to score a touchdown here. When we got this play here, we said we got to score. We were one block away again. When you play a team that pursues like they do, you got to be able to finish your blocks. We go for it on 4th down, and we get the touchdown. And that there was
Green just makes a nice read on this play.
Well, he makes a nice read. We got some great blocking going on there, and you can see everybody's excited about it. So that puts us ahead by 10, and that's kind of putting it out of reach for us. But we're not giving up. We're not ending this thing. Here, Corey Morrison, one of our captains, steps into it, makes a great catch, and does a great job of filling his way through the end zone, gets them into the touchdown. See, now they got to respond. They got to throw the football under pressure, and that's something that they're not comfortable with. So now our defense is able to respond. Corey, what a great play for us. Huge play. And so this really kind of pushed the game out of reach for us. You can see our guys are very excited.
I love that celebration by there.
Yeah, so we get the extra point. Once again, they come back out trying to make something happen. I think we get one more turnover. We had a chance to get another one. We let one get away. You can see our guys are pursuing in the right angle here. Again, Brian Christian gets a big sack for us. I think we got to the quarterback 7 times as far as sacks.
8 times.
We get the ball back. Tony again makes a nice read for us. Ulysses is back in, trying to find some holes, but you can see those guys are really pursuing. We have to finish our blocks here. Once again, we go for the field goal late in the ball game. We get it. Jeremy is on fire now, and I think he's back to eating his oatmeal. So now he's back up and getting his strength up. So now we're up by 20. They're going to run the clock out, so to speak. And we had a chance to get another interception. We let one slip through our hands. Once again, great football game against a tremendous football team. A lot of tradition. Coach Slater, great football coach. We were able to come away with the victory this year. This year it belongs to us, and you can see that I think we have a lot of respect for each other's program, each other's institutions, each other's student athletes. This is what I would call one of those healthy, respectable rivalries.
Well, it's always good when you bring back the hardware as we look at the Circle City Classic trophy here, Coach.